Hello, what is up? Zanpakuto here. I'm going to be reviewing, well, not reviewing, it's going to be a discussion on the top 5 Zanpakuto thus far as of right now. Look at the date. As of right now in Bleach. We don't know yet. The series is not over. There are going to be boundless power-ups and new Zanpakuto, Bankai's revealed, but right now we're going to be doing the current, strongest, most powerful, most interesting, most OP Zanpakuto in the series. Let's get started, guys. Number 5 on the list is going to be Genichimaru's Shinso, aka Godspear. Now the chant for this is shoot to kill. Just thought I'd add the chant because it sounds pretty badass itself. But the actual effect, it can stretch 13 kilometers or 8.1 miles at 500 times the speed of light. Now this is a very OP ability. It is noted that this is the fastest Zanpakuto in Bleach. The fastest Zanpakuto in Bleach. Actually, I think the only reason that it's not higher up on the list is because it hasn't got enough play. The only time Genichimaru has gone all out is once. Once, and that was against Ichigo, and subsequently against Aizen in the same, it was pretty much the same conflict. But this Zanpakuto is the fastest, and it has an amazingly long range. I'm not sure if it's the longest range, but 13 kilometers, 8.1 miles, that's very far. It stretches pretty much instantaneously. The blade just extends. It turns to dust for a split second and extends the location in no time at all. It's pretty much instantaneous. Now its additional effect, which makes it truly a marvel, is its ability to, when it turns to dust, if one of the dust particles can be planted inside of the opponent. Now, if this dust particle is planted inside the opponent, he is pretty much decimated from the inside out when you use the sword ability. Now, this is why this Zanpakuto is on the list. This Zanpakuto, not only the fastest, not only I think has the longest range. Don't quote me for this, but it is an amazing Zanpakuto in terms of destructive capabilities as well. Moving on to number 4, we have Suzumebachi, shoot to kill. My bad. Suzumebachi, sting all enemies to death. That is a chant, and it means hornet. The translation of Suzumebachi is hornet. The effect of this, so I found Zanpakuto in Shikai. I'm talking about the Shikai, not the Bankai. I'm not going to be discussing the Bankai this video because I personally don't like the effect of the Bankai that much. It's just a missile. It's a projectile missile. It's very, very powerful though. But the Shikai has a more OP effect. If she hits you twice in the same location with her Zanpakuto, you die. Simple as that. You die. Not much more to talk about. If you're fast enough and you can hit the person twice with enough precision in the same spot, they're dead. No matter what, they're dead. It's actually a poison that goes in their body and deconstructs them. So if you can manage to land 2 hits in the same spot, you're good, and the enemy's dead. Now we're gonna go to Kyoraku's Zanpakuto, which is named Katen Kyokotsu. Now we don't know why it's number 3, why this takes the number 3 spot. We don't know its Bankai yet. The Bankai is going to be OP as hell because Ukitake warns him not to release it. If you're warned not to release your Bankai, that means it's OP enough that it's going to harm those around you, friend or foe. So I'm thinking it has something to do with friendly fire, or its effect has something that can just decimate things to such an extent that it will kill both friend and foe, and I'm 100% sure we're going to see what it can do soon enough. But the Shikai is a color-based game sort of thing where he names a color, that color can be cut. Now these cuts, if the color is abundant on both persons who are fighting, him and his opponent, then a slash onto that color by your sword, no matter how weak the actual cut, will deal increased damage, a massive amount of damage. If there's not much of the color on either person, then it will do minimal damage, no matter how strong the strike is. It's an ultimate offensive and defensive weapon, truly amazing, and the Bankai hasn't been revealed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazingly OP. At the end of Bleach, I'm going to do another review of this sword, and sort of expand on this, but for now we're just going to leave it. Now, Yujin Jaka has to be the second most OP Zanpakuto yet. We've only seen him go Bankai once, and the only reason he lost is because he was against Juhabak, which is probably the most OP character in the series up to this point. But basically, this is the effect. Once he releases his Bankai, we're not going to talk about the Shikai, but once he releases his Bankai, he's surrounded by flames that are 15 million degrees. These are the flames that surround him. If you come near enough will die, will be incinerated. The tip of his blade, if he strikes you with the tip of his blade, you will be incinerated. End of story. Basically, you can call it like a one-shot Tsuzumabachi, which is pretty much the most OP shit ever. The flames are so hot, if he strikes the ground, he has an ability where he can bring the dead back to life. The ashes of the dead come back and reform the body, and they can fight against his enemies for him. This is an extremely OP Zanpakuto, and the strongest fire-based Zanpakuto in Soul Society. Now, the most OP Zanpakuto, is, you could have probably guessed it because it's just that fucking amazing, is Aizen's Kyoka Suigetsu. This Kyoka Suigetsu of Aizen's is ultimate controlling of the manipulation of the perception of your enemies. Basically, once your enemy sees you release it, they don't even have to know that they saw you release it, but as soon as they see you, they're trapped in your illusion. You can control them to do what... You can control their senses, all 5 senses, okay? You can control all 5 senses, you can make them see whatever you want them to see, hear whatever you want them to hear, etc. Complete control over the 5 senses. Basically the most OP thing you could possibly have ever. Real life manipulation over your enemy's 5 senses. And this Zanpakuto manipulates everybody's senses throughout the series, and it is the whole focus of every arc of this series up to this new Quincy arc that we are now on. But for the whole majority of Bleach, they're trying to stop Aizen, and they're all being controlled by his manipulation, and damn, it gets weird. But if you haven't watched Bleach, I hope this review inspired you to watch it. It's a great series. It's big. I mean, probably most of the people that are watching this have watched Bleach, I'm going to assume. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you guys think your Zanpakuto may be more OP than these that I listed. I don't know. Go ahead and leave your comments. Subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Like if you like this video. I'll see you guys later. Palantir. I am out, guys.